Welcome back to the channel, Cowboys Nation. Hold on to your hats, because what we're about to break down is not just another off-season update. This is seismic. This is the kind of move that doesn't just shift the balance of power in the NFL, it detonates it. Jaire Alexander, the Pro Bowl, All-Pro, lockdown corner who has been the heart and soul of the Green Bay Packers secondary, is now a Dallas Cowboy. Yes, you heard that right. The same Jaire Alexander who has made life miserable for quarterbacks and wide receivers alike in the NFC North for years is now rocking the iconic star on his helmet. This is not just a signing. This is a shockwave. Cowboys fans are lit up across social media, Cowboys insiders are scrambling for details, and every other team in the NFC is hitting the panic button. The buzz started with whispers, like it always does. Quiet rumors. Hints that Jerry Jones was cooking up something big behind the scenes. But most fans dismissed it. We've heard this song before, right? Another off-season tease, another pie-in-the-sky fantasy. But this time, the dream became reality, and it did so with ruthless precision. Jerry Jones didn't just pull off a big move, he executed one of the boldest, most aggressive defensive acquisitions in recent NFL history. Jaire Alexander has officially signed with the Dallas Cowboys, and the fallout is nothing short of spectacular. Behind closed doors, this deal was being orchestrated with the kind of stealth and precision that only the Cowboys front office can deliver when they're locked in. Jerry Jones took personal charge of the final negotiations, and reports are already surfacing that this was weeks in the making. Contract restructures, creative cap work, and a relentless pursuit of greatness, every lever was pulled. Every chess piece was moved. This wasn't just a power play. It was a masterclass in front office strategy. The end result? A 4-year, $84 million deal with $55 million guaranteed, placing Jaire Alexander among the top-paid defensive backs in the NFL. And guess what? Every single dollar looks justified when you consider what Alexander brings to the table. This guy isn't just a name or a stat sheet. He's a defensive weapon. A game changer. A player who single-handedly alters offensive game plans. Quarterbacks throw away from him, offensive coordinators try to hide their best receivers, and yet he still finds ways to make plays. And now, he's going to be doing it in the silver and blue. For the Dallas Cowboys. Think about that for a second. Just picture it, Jaire Alexander lined up on one side of the field, Darren Bland, one of the brightest young stars in the league, locking down the other side. And then you've got Trayvon Diggs returning from injury, ready to make noise. That's not a secondary. That's a fortress. This move sends a message to the entire NFL, loud and clear. The Cowboys aren't just aiming for the playoffs, they're gunning for a Super Bowl. With Micah Parsons wreaking havoc up front and Jaire Alexander erasing receivers in the backfield, the Cowboys' defense has gone from dangerous to downright legendary. And that's not an exaggeration. Analysts are already revising power rankings. Vegas odds are shifting. The narrative is changing. The Dallas Cowboys have gone from contenders to favorites, and it all pivots around one name, Jaire Alexander. But this story isn't just about schemes and stats. It's about swagger. It's about attitude. Jaire Alexander brings a fire to the locker room that is infectious. He's a leader, a tone setter, and someone who makes his teammates better simply by the way he carries himself. In his first press conference wearing the star, he didn't hold back. "We're not here to compete," he said, his voice steady and confident. "We're here to dominate." That's not just talk. That's a battle cry. That's a promise. That's the kind of mindset that turns a good team into a great one. The reactions from around the league have been swift and emotional. Fans in Philadelphia, San Francisco, and Green Bay are stunned. Packers fans, in particular, are grieving. They've lost the cornerstone of their defense, a fan favorite, a locker room leader. It's a gut punch for Green Bay. For years, Jaire Alexander was their answer to elite receivers. Now, he's wearing enemy colors. And not just any enemy, the Dallas Cowboys. The cultural and emotional weight of this move is massive. And let's talk about what this means for the NFC East. The Eagles, Commanders, and Giants already had their hands full dealing with a Cowboys defense that could pressure the quarterback and force turnovers. Now, they're facing a unit that can eliminate wideouts entirely, force QBs into tight windows, and capitalize on mistakes with lethal efficiency. This is a defense that can suffocate. A defense that can win games on its own. A defense that now has the potential to go down in history. Mike McCarthy, who once coached in Green Bay and knows Jaire Alexander well, gave his full blessing for this move. Dan Quinn, the mastermind behind this Cowboys defense, is reportedly ecstatic. He's already drawing up plays, envisioning ways to unleash Alexander in creative packages. This won't be your standard cornerback usage. Alexander might shadow top receivers, disguise coverages, play zone, play man, and even blitz from the edge. He's not just fitting into the Cowboys scheme, he's elevating it. And let's not forget the fan reaction. Cowboys Nation is on fire. Jersey sales are soaring. Highlight videos of Alexander's greatest plays are circulating all over social media. His signature celebration, the flex and smirk, has already been adopted as a rallying symbol by fans. He hasn't just joined the team. He's become a part of the Cowboys' identity. And fans are loving it. Every highlight reel, every press conference clip, every bold quote is being dissected and celebrated. The energy in Arlington is different now. There's a buzz, a belief that this year might actually be the year. For too long, the Cowboys have hovered in the realm of almost good, but not great. Dangerous, but not deadly. That narrative is changing. With Jaire Alexander in the fold, the Cowboys are now the hunters, not the hunted. They're not just showing up to compete. They're showing up to take over. And don't be surprised if this move inspires even more bold action from the Cowboys front office. With the defense now locked and loaded, rumors are already swirling that the Cowboys may look to add another piece on offense, perhaps a wide receiver or veteran tight end to complete the puzzle. Jerry Jones has signaled that he's all in. This isn't a rebuild. This isn't a slow burn. This is a win-now mentality, and it's being executed with military precision. Behind the scenes, the synergy between Jerry Jones, Stephen Jones, Mike McCarthy, and Dan Quinn has never looked stronger. They're aligned. They're focused. They're deadly serious about winning a championship. And with this move, they've thrown down the gauntlet. The rest of the league has no choice but to respond, but here's the thing, they're already playing from behind. The emotional and psychological boost this gives the Cowboys locker room cannot be overstated. Veterans are fired up. Young players are inspired. Coaches are energized. This kind of acquisition creates a ripple effect. It raises the standard. It demands excellence. And it creates a culture where anything less than a Super Bowl ring is unacceptable. Let's not forget what Alexander brings off the field as well. He's a role model. A community presence. Someone who gets involved, connects with fans, and represents the franchise with pride. He's already made plans to engage with local youth programs in Dallas, setting an example for what it means to be a Cowboy both on and off the field. And then there's the strategy. The XS and OS. What does this mean for how the Cowboys play defense in 2025? It means more aggressive blitzing, because now you can trust your corners to hold up in single coverage. It means tighter coverage on third down. It means fewer big plays allowed. It means more turnovers. More sacks. More momentum-changing moments. Dan Quinn has said in interviews that he loves corners who can erase space. That's exactly what Alexander does. He erases opportunities. He shrinks throwing windows. He takes away first reads. He makes quarterbacks second-guess themselves. And that hesitation is exactly what players like Micah Parsons thrive on. The domino effect is real, and it starts with number 23 locking down his side of the field. This isn't just about one player. It's about a shift in mindset. The Cowboys are no longer building. They're arriving. And they're arriving with force. With purpose. With fire. Jaire Alexander's signing is the exclamation point at the end of a sentence the Cowboys have been writing for years. We are here. We are for real. And we're coming for everything. So, what comes next? More victories. More headlines. More belief. Cowboys Nation, get ready. Because this is just the beginning. The season ahead promises drama, dominance, and destiny. With Jaire Alexander leading the charge, this team isn't just playing football. They're rewriting the story. One win at a time. Thanks for tuning into this breaking news special. If you're as fired up as we are, hit that like button, drop your reactions in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you never miss a moment. We'll be here every step of the way, covering every move, every play, and every step on the Cowboys' march to glory. Until next time, this is your number one source for everything Dallas Cowboys, signing off with one message: let's ride. The Cowboys are back, and they're coming for the crown.